The ending to an anime can leave you happy. It can leave you sad, angry, in tears. The ending of a story is paramount. It should make you feel like you've come full circle, or at least gotten your money's worth, so to speak. So today, we hesitantly and unfortunately examine the top 10 worst anime endings. You guys bring the popcorn today, cause I'm going to be bringing the salt. Let's get started.
俺はもうことの葉のこと好きじゃないから。
Number 10.5 School Days. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the obligatory mention of School Days out of the way since it's probably already on everyone's mind. The ending of School Days was so many things. Messed up, confusing, messed up, unexpected, messed up. And oh yeah, did I mention it was messed up? School Days is your typical harem, or so it makes you think throughout its first few episodes, and gradually with each passing episode you begin to wonder what the hell you were actually watching. However, nothing could prepare you for the eventual rape and mental destruction of Katsura, followed by Makoto's lack of having a spine, followed by Sekai's running out of dams to give, followed by Katsura doing her best surgery simulator impression with Sekai's body, followed by a lovely afternoon with someone's lifeless head. Huh. Did you get all that? Nice boat.
やっぱり嘘だったんじゃないですか。中に誰もいませんよ。
Goodness!
Number 10. Berserk. Okay, yeah, I know, we're really gonna go from School Days to Berserk, sue me. A lot of people look at Berserk's ending as a cliffhanger, when it's really not, due to the content of episode 1. However, what Berserk does do is leave you completely clueless as to how Guts does anything after quite possibly one of the most traumatic scenes in anime history. The ending that left 99 out of 100 people saying, "Go to hell, Griffith." The ending that made you check under your bed before you went to sleep that night, just in case. The ending that ripped your very heart out and toyed with it in front of your face. The ending that may or may not have left you with some explaining to do if a non-anime fan walked in on you watching it. But alas, the ending most likely left you with that feeling of anger, confusion, and a whole lot of unanswered questions. But hey, at least we know the value of true friendship.
方法が思いつかなかっただけだ。全てを証明するためには。
Number 9. Akuma no Riddle. At number 9 we have Akuma no Riddle, showing us how to drop your overall score from a solid 8 to a 6 or below in the final 10 minutes. For 11 straight episodes, this show crams senseless violence down your throat, only to decide in the last moments that maybe the viewers want a happy Disney ending. No, we don't want a Disney ending. We don't want you to invalidate the past 11 episodes of assassins killing each other, and people dying, by just bringing everyone back to life for no reason at all. For like, literally, no reason. Yes, that's right. So let's recap. 11 minutes 50 seconds in, Haru's very traumatic death. And there's Neo, also dead. And it was great. Tokaku had to kill Haru to prove her own free will. An epic tragedy. But wait, what's that? Literally 3 minutes later, that's Haru. But how? She's dead. And wait, that's Neo, who was also dead. And you, and you. And that's how 10 minutes of footage turned Akuma no Riddle from an action thriller into a comedy.
卒業おめでとうっす。
I'll tear you to pieces! How you like me now? That stupid looking technique worked!
Number 8. Ear Gear. This one people have been salty about for a few years now, and basically there isn't much to say when it comes to Ear Gear's ending other than it was a lack of planning. For the most part, the anime follows the manga fairly closely. The part that confuses me is the point at which they chose to end it. The final episode left a lot of things unexplained and was basically a here, go read the manga ending. For me, I feel like they should have worked the ending in around the defeat of Behemoth. Ending it there wouldn't have raised as many questions due to the new characters introduced after, and it would have just felt like Behemoth was the final boss and our heroes had snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. A nice, thrilling ending. However, instead they chose to tease you for no reason. Not cool, Eargear. Not cool.
Lend me your strength!
He's using the Leviathan's Fang with our regalia. How the hell is that possible?
Yep. Bestest buddies forever and ever.
Welcome, one and all, to Dead Man Wonderland.
Number 7. Dead Man Wonderland. Speaking of here go read the manga endings, what better way to follow up than with Dead Man Wonderland? A psychological thriller that tried to pack 58 chapters of goodness into just 12 episodes, and when they realized that was impossible, they had to settle for just 21 chapters. Sadly, all this ended up doing was cutting us off at one of the biggest cliffhanger endings I've ever seen. The ending doesn't feel like an ending at all. If you were watching the episode without knowing it was the last, you'd be fumbling around looking for the next episode. If anything, the ending is very ominous, and I don't think it provides any closure at all. There are many anime out there that do this, but in Dead Man Wonderland's case, they could have just eliminated the last 2 minutes of the episode and it would have been at least a little better, something bearable, but the obvious teaser/commercial for your manga during the last 2 minutes helps land you at number 7, Dead Man Wonderland.
No, let me get this one. It's my turn to be the hero.
僕が隣にいる。今度こそ離さない。祈り！
Number 6, Guilty Crown. Okay, so it should probably be said that overall, Guilty Crown in general was a boatload of wasted potential, but the ending in particular took things to another level. You like unexplained events and loose ends? Well, you've hit the jackpot here, folks. Where do I even start with Guilty Crown? I guess the part where Shu basically becomes anime Jesus of his world and literally is able to take on the crystals of others, which basically equivalates to the guilt and sin of humankind, suffering for the sake of others, inevitably wearing the guilty crown. Or how about the final battle between Guy and Shu? Wait, what? Inori, how are you here? Wait, Guy, why not just kill Shu now? He's helpless. Wait, what? Why is Guy falling off the building? Oh, there's Inori again, and they're both dead, I guess. Again. Oh wait, JK, Inori is here again, and now Shu is sacrificing himself and absorbing everyone's crystals and voids while the tower is collapsing. And oh wait, Inori is somehow releasing Shu from the crystals, and the tower is falling. What a tragedy. Shu has finally died. But wait! Few years later, how many is that? Why can't you tell us? What? How is Shu alive? Wait, why is Shu blind? Why is this even happening? Surely there's something more. Surely some explanation. Oh. Thanks, Guilty Crown. Seriously. Screw Guilty Crown.
Begone, you lazy slutbag! What good are you to me now? Bitch, you got no power!
Number 5, Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. Studio Gainax kinda has a reputation at this point for weird and crazy endings to their series, and this one did not disappoint on that spectrum. Now granted, some people can say that Panty and Stocking's entire existence was just Gainax trolling, and that you should see something like that coming as an ending, and that's true. I did see something weird coming, however, I don't think it excuses the fact that it's just a bad ending. You mean after everything that happened in the show, everything that has happened between Panty and Stocking, you give us this?
I mean, you would have to try it to see.
I'm sorry. But surprise, I'm actually a demon.
Seriously? You really need to troll everyone that badly, Gainax? The point that gets me is the fact that they actually tried to give a decent conclusion to the series. At the end, they actually tried to make some sense of the convoluted plot they had created, and then you just bring in that scene which completely destroys anything you had even tried to build up. completely nullifying the entire previous 20-minute long episode of thwarting evil. Good job, Gainax. No one can do it like you can.
Oh my God!
Why? Why would they die? God! I did everything you told me!
Number 4, Death Note. A psychological thriller with incredible potential. It would be pretty hard to screw this one up, but inevitably all good things must come to an end. Sadly for Death Note, that happens to be at episode 25, 12 episodes before the series actually ends. But we're not here to talk about that. Most of you have probably seen the ending to this anime, so let's just listen and examine a few of those statements here.
Well, Nier, looks like I win. 40!
So basically reveal yourself as Kira just in case something potentially goes wrong. Smart move, Light. Smart move.
Just a moment ago, you were saying it looks like I win. How much more of a confession do we need?
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said.
It's a trap! This whole thing is a setup!
Look, Light, impersonating Admiral Akbar isn't gonna make up for your questionable decisions here.
It's a trap!
We only switched part of the fake notebook, but as for the real one, we replaced the entire thing. This notebook here is actually the real one.
Wait, what? What was that?
We only switched part of the fake notebook.
This is how the genius Light loses? A man so smart that he's been in the game for what, 6 years now?
We used the same kind of pen that Mikami used, copied his handwriting perfectly, and made both the inside and the outside of our fake look exactly like the original. Giovanni was able to do it in a single night.
I'm not even going to begin to explain how impossible that statement alone is, because it would take a whole video. So the genius Light has lost his mind after being cornered right on cue, but then somehow miraculously regains complete composure just 3 minutes later to devise a quick last-ditch effort plan? Seems likely.
Or fake! He's hidden a piece of the notebook!
And completely blow your plan by making it obvious what you're doing rather than just standing there quietly and shifting as little as possible. Man, Light, you're really having an off day, huh?
It's finally over, isn't it, Nier?
That's a bit obvious, don't you think? Okay, so seriously, I hope this ending is just self-explanatory as to why it's literally just bad. Yes, we all know the writers obviously wanted Light to lose in the end, and that's perfectly fine with me. But please, put some more thought into this stuff before you give us this crap. Because to think that Light would lose in this way is just highly unlikely and just spits on the whole series.
Who else could have done it? And come this far? Would they have kept going?
誤解するなよ。俺がセクハラするのはお前だけだぜ。
Number 3, Orimoto. Okay, so when you enter into a series titled My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute, you kinda know what you're walking into, or at least you should. Still, the general consensus for most viewers around this anime when it was airing was that, hey, there's no way they will actually pair the siblings together, right? This is just some ploy or ruse to get you to think they will. But no, this literally turned out to be Netflix and chill with My Little Sister the anime. All along, it was the actual intention to, in the end, pair the brother and sister together in an incestuous relationship, much like the name suggests. However, the ending that occurs is almost Gainax level in terms of it being designed to make sure that no one was pleased. The fact that after everything, you go for the incest ending, but pull a cop out and just back out at the last moment. You didn't even have what it takes to let it end that way, if that's what you were going for. And yes, I know there were circumstances with the publishers of the anime threatening the careers of those involved, but still, that doesn't excuse what was done. So in the end, no one got what they wanted, and you let the man stick it to you, or emo writers. So much cringe.
俺は妹がキリノが大好きだ! Priscilla, you will die! You will die!
Number 2, Claymore. Claymore, again, a show with a lot of promise early, and that promise just evaporated in the last few episodes, with the final episode being the nail in the coffin. As often with anime endings that deviate from the manga, the endings are often really good or really bad. I'm not even going to divulge into the terrible character that is Rocky, but again, here we are being fed the Batman ideology of, hey, I know this villain has killed numerous people and they've done terrible things and will probably continue to do those terrible things. But hey, we can't kill her. We have to just forgive her. Because if not, you're just as bad as she is.
If you kill Priscilla, then you're no different than the Yoma.
Yeah, because that's the right decision. And then we have Jean interrupting what we would have all loved to see at this point. Thanks, Jean. But I'm not even going to bother talking about the improbable way that Claire even gained the upper hand in this fight. Emotional, triggering OP, I guess. And Priscilla, arguably one of the strongest characters in the anime, just rolls over and accepts defeat, I guess. And then everyone's all happy smiley. Awesome. Glad I stuck around.
Of course. I never want to leave you.
You little worm! I hate you! I hate you!
Number 1, Neon Genesis Evangelion. Ah yes, bring on the hate, ladies and gentlemen. I am prepared, but this needs to be done. The ending was just bad, no exceptions, and a lot of people will rush quickly to the old excuse of, but they didn't have any choice because their budget was almost out, so they had to make the ending like that. How is that an exception? How is their failure of planning an excuse for a terrible ending? It's not like a guy came in with a gun and robbed the studio funding. You know what your budget is. Work around that. Don't waste it all on other things and not leave enough to provide consistency. So no, I think that is a terrible excuse that people make. Like, seriously, you know you've screwed up when you're getting thousands of letters of hate mail and even death threats over how your anime ended. And this was back in the 90s. Back before the age of cyberbullying and people tossing around hate and death threats like it was no one's business. But seriously, even the creator of Evangelion knows he messed up with that ending and knows that it's bad. Since, you know, he tried to remake it now. Twice. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, 10 out of 10 on the terrible ending meter. You can take your Super Smash Bros. Ending and shove it.
Congratulations!
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 And it's that time again, friends. We have come to the end of the list. As usual, leave a comment below as it would be greatly appreciated. And let me know some of your least favorite anime endings as well as maybe some of your favorite endings. Till next time, stay gold. And remember,
ぶっ潰すぞ何も分かっていないこのカスが審美眼の腐ったロリコンめ僕はおっぱいが大好きなんだよ